I'm not condoning, I'm not endorsing anything. I am not saying people should do this. I'm offering this as information and experience so that people can see and judge for themselves. I'm not making anybody do anything. That's not what I'm doing this for. This is for educational and information purposes only. It is Sunday, September 1st, 2024. Currently 7:22 a.m. I've been up for an hour, and this is the day that I start my microdosing. Might be one of the better days to start. Sundays aren't overly busy for me. All I have to really worry about right now is finishing off the laundry, which is the last loads in the dryer right now. There's nothing else on the go, so today's probably a good day to start with it. I am a little nervous because of being unsure of how it's going to affect me. I'm thinking I'll start probably within the next half hour. I'll take my dose, and then I will, throughout the day, periodically, I will record what I'm feeling and what I'm thinking and everything else. I'm kind of still unsure as to how I'm going to make this work in a way of a video series. My initial thought was to do every single day, but I don't think that's going to be feasible, but we'll see how it goes. I'll figure it out. It's a world of choice, right? So I'm going to stop talking now. I'm going to go relax my mind. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to prepare, and then I will be back after I do my first dose. Here goes everything. Everything's recording. It's picking up my voice pretty well. I did some rearrangements to my desk so that I moved everything to a spot where I can record and then just go back over here and play on my computer, and then I can go, hey, I'm back again. So hopefully this will work out. I don't know if I can show the thing that I have, the dose I have, on camera, whether or not it'll be allowed or taken down or whatever, so I'm going to avoid that. I am wearing the best shirt ever. Probably the best shirt that I could be wearing right now for what's about to happen. So I'm going to, it's just 9 o'clock now. I'm going to cut here and then take my dose and then come back. I'll comment on the flavor and so on and so forth, and we'll go from there. So here we go. Well, it smelled like mushrooms for sure. That typical fungal smell you get if you're out in the woods, or if you're handling mushrooms, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Taste-wise, there was some flavor. It was like watermelon, but there was definitely a hint of mushroom on top of that. Yeah, it wasn't terrible. It's like, it was a gummy, and it had like sugar on top of, like on the outside of it, and it wasn't bad. But it's 9 o'clock now. Typically, I think within about half an hour to 45 minutes, effects should start. I haven't eaten since probably 4:30 yesterday, so I'm doing this on an empty stomach except for some sips of water. So it might affect me a bit sooner, but I'm going to leave the camera running. I'm going to go back to my computer and just do my normal everyday stuff. And then when things start happening, I'll come over and I'll report what's going on. So we'll see you in a bit. Okay, so we are basically about half an hour in. I took the dose at 9, it's now 9:30. I don't feel any different. I remember back when I first did the microdosing experience years ago, I was nervous and panicky and stressed and worried about how it's going to affect me and all that stuff. I don't feel any different. I haven't had any thoughts about any panicky things. Hello, doggo. I know, hi, hello. Hello, I'll give you scritches. I'm going to give it probably another half an hour just to find out for sure, just to see how it affects me and what my brain does, my body does, whatever. But this is really what this video is for, is just to give you first-hand experience of what a microdosing experience can be. Right now, I don't feel anything. I'm not panicked. I don't feel any different. So I'm going to, again, give it another half an hour and we'll see what happens. So we'll see you in 30 minutes. I guess one thing I could add is I feel warm. I don't know if it's just atmospheric, like the room is warm. I don't have a window open right now because I want to try and cut down the noise as I'm recording. So it might be just airflow that's causing the warmth. It could be the stuff I've taken. It could be a mixture of anything. So, but beyond that, again, nothing different. So, again, half an hour in, we'll give it another half an hour, and we'll see what happens. So, stay tuned. Okay, so we are at an hour. It has been basically a full hour from about 9:02, 9:03. All the way up till 10 o'clock now. I do feel alert. My mind feels awake and ready to go. My body still feels warm, but again, the window's been closed because of airflow and noise and everything else. I feel motivated. I feel energized. I feel bouncy. I feel really good. I feel very happy. I feel very at peace. I feel very easygoing. I'm loving it. It's a great feeling. It makes me want to get up and do things. I do feel a bit more talkative, which is kind of weird, but it's mostly just happy, peaceful energy, which is something that I should be feeling all the time anyway, and I don't normally feel that, which is something that I've been trying to work on for a while. But I'm going to take the rest of the day to try and plan out some events for the rest of the month. I want to hang up a calendar of sorts, maybe somewhere in here, just to keep track of the days and the doses so that you can see it too. I think this is going to be a great experience all around. So anyway, I'm going to open up the door so I can get some airflow in here, and I'll stop recording for now, but I will come back if I have any updates or insights or whatever goes on through the day. At the end of the day, in the evening, I'll come back and record for sure, just to say, hey, so the day was this, I did these things, I felt this way. But I will come back and tell you how the day went, at least. And yeah, if anything changes through the day, I'll let you know. So we'll see you at the end of the day. Well, here we are. It's 3 o'clock. As you can see, I've got my calendar up, and I've marked off the day. I want to make sure I'm pointing in the right spot. I marked off the day that I started the thing. As you can probably see, it says September. So obviously we're in the right month. 3 o'clock now. It's been, 6 hours roughly. I feel fantastic. I am so happy. I'm so energetic. I feel amazing. Compared to the video that was before this one, the day before video, my demeanor, my feeling, my expression is completely different, as you can see. And it's because of the experience that I'm going through. It's because of the mushroom. It's because of my intention for getting better, combined with the effects of the mushroom that are making me happy and better and healthier mentally, physically, whatever else you want to term it as. The mushroom is helping, and it's an amazing, amazing thing. I have to admit that I've been tempted the past little bit now to take another one, just to, part of me is like, come on, give it a try, see how you feel, see what happens. And part of me is like, don't do it. I'm not going to. I have 10. I've already got the plans for, doing it for the calendar here. The last official day is the 28th, right? I'm pointing at that. Yeah, the 28th. That's the last dose day. And then the 29th and the 30th are the days that are the last two non-dose days. So this works out really, really well for this schedule. But yeah, I feel fantastic. This has been a marvelous day so far. I'm just about to jump into some more work. I'll check back in probably by the end of the day at least, if not the next few hours, depending on what happens. And yeah, we'll see how the rest of this day plays out, so stay tuned. This was the most amazing day I've had in a long time. It was weird, but not weird. It was kind of like expected. After I did my first, I took the dose, and then I sat and I waited the half hour, and it was then I noticed a difference. I don't know what it was that was different, but just something felt different and looked different, and it was just different. When you look through a screen on a window or a door and it looks kind of blurry, like a haze in front of your face when you're really up close to it. It was like having that pulled away from my vision. I was sitting here at my computer playing a game, or starting a game or something. I was doing something game-wise, and suddenly it was just like a whoosh, and everything just became focus. Everything became clear and crisp and very pronounced. Not so much in a way that a trip is described, where, you know, I started seeing things more intensely and more vividly, but there was still that intenseness to it. It was more than my brain tricking me. It was more than my, well, I guess psychosomatic is the word, I hope. It was more than my brain tricking me into thinking something was happening, because I wasn't even thinking about it at the time. I was playing a game and suddenly it was just like whoosh, and it kicked in. And from that point on, it was just like, okay, let's do stuff. And so I worked on videos, I did thumbnails, I did some stuff around the house. I did a lot of stuff today and it was awesome. It was so good. I think this was an amazing start to what's going to be an amazing month. I was going to say week, but I'm doing it for a whole month. I did find later in the evening, probably about, I want to say 6 or 7, it kind of tailed off to where I was back to how I normally was feeling, with that, not so much the haze on the eye, but still some sort of like, okay, we're back into normality now. What can I take from what I experienced and use it now without the use of like the mushroom itself? As a matter of just looking at what happened today, the events of what happened, what thoughts I had, ideas, and so on, and then bringing that into my daily life, where I'm not using the mushroom, like say tomorrow, for example, or the next day. In those 2 days, how can I take what I've learned and put it into work for me on the days I'm not using it? But the things I was doing today weren't super difficult, which is nice, and so it was easy enough to just stay in the flow and let what happened happen. I've got a lot of content from the day to go through as well, so I'm going to cut it here and say this is the end of the day 1 video. If you needed a reason to try this might be it. I'm not condoning, I'm not endorsing anything. I am not saying people should do this. I'm offering this as information and experience so that people can see and judge for themselves. I'm not making anybody do anything. That's not what I'm doing this for. This is for educational and information purposes only. I'm going to cut it here. I'm going to go off now. I'm not going to say anymore. 10 minutes, holy, I can't shut up. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for following along on this journey. I feel that this was a very awesome first day, and I cannot wait to see what happens the next couple when I'm not using the mushroom, and how the residuals carry me through those next couple days. And if you want to see what's going to happen with that, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe. That way you can stay tuned and know what's going on. Make sure you ring that bell too. If you want to follow along, definitely join up. It's awesome. I'm enjoying it, and I hope that you did too. If you have any questions or any comments, please drop them down there below and I'll get to them as soon as I can. If you leave a comment below, you're going to get responded to, just so you know. Anyway, I'm done talking. Go have fun. I'm going to go have fun. And we'll see you in a video probably the next day. Ciao for now.